let's go out to the 610 hotline. Welcome in our viNFL insider, Vinnie Pasquantino, who's also, we already knew he was inside baseball. He's a big leaguer, but he's at the owners' meetings, or the winter meetings, I should say, for baseball, which is taking place down in Nashville. So you helping the Royals out? Are you navigating the process of finding talent for this club?
Yeah, the biggest way I'm helping the Royals right now is I'm raking an infield that I just took ground balls at. So that's why I sound like I'm a little out of breath. I just finished up my workout for the day. Timing got a little messed up, but we're here now, So, yeah, I went over there yesterday. It was cool. Got to see a little bit of kind of what's going on, which I had a good time with. And, it was really cool.
Is it as crazy as everybody makes it out to be? I think you called it a circus or wanted to check out the circus. Like, that's what we've always heard, that it's just kind of chaotic.
Yeah, it was nothing really happened yesterday, though, so I imagine if something happens today, it'll be nuts. But, yeah, yesterday it was mostly just a bunch of standing around, not really doing much. I went on MLB Network with a few of the guys I train with out here, which is pretty cool. Get on there, kind of just see what's going on, and talk to some of the Royals guys. It was, it was a good day. It's a good day yesterday. I don't think I'll be going back anymore the next 2 days, but it was fun while I was there.
It's usually in season, so we might have a schedule, but you're our NFL insider. If we can figure out a way to get you to the NFL owners' meetings, will you cover them?
Yeah, and I'll actually report from the NFL owner meetings. I'll find out what everybody's asking. So, yeah, whatever the people want to know, I'll head to the NFL meetings and figure out what's going on.
We'll see if they can move the NFL meetings up, because I think they normally take place like right around opening day or so, or something like that. So
we got that off day right after opening day. Like that Friday's off, so if they want to do it then, that fits into my schedule.
No, that's true. They always have that Friday off. It's such a bizarre one. It's
because of rain. Yeah. It's in case it rains, we have an opening day.
I guess that makes sense.
It takes the steam out of it for me. I'm excited baseball's back, and then I got to wait a day.
It kind of takes the steam from us, too, because oh, man, we're back. Oh, off day. 14 straight. Got it.
Yeah, that's wild. Now with the NFL, the number one seed conversation is what's been really interesting here. Obviously, with the Chiefs losing, there are some people.
Yeah, dude, the referees hate the Chiefs, man. The referees hate them. They go into every game and they're just like, "Oh man, we're screwing over the Chiefs tonight."
Vinny, I'm glad there's a balance now, because there was a period of time where there was a real narrative, and maybe there still is, where it's like the Chiefs get every call. And now I hope there's at least balance and people realize that's not true, because we obviously saw some calls did not go their way on Sunday night against the Packers as well.
Yeah, I don't care. This is not something that I am going to give an opinion about, because I get it. Every fan base feels this way. Every time and it's more prevalent in Kansas City because you guys play more primetime games. So it feels like, it always, what's the guy's name? Clete Blakeman or something? That guy hates you guys, huh?
They all do, man. They all do.
I texted Cody after. What did I text you after? And I said, guess people aren't going to be complaining now.
Right after Mahomes got hit out of bounds.
That's right. Wait, was he out of bounds?
No, he was a foot in.
Still just in bounds.
He was in bounds, yeah.
Yeah, so, we could talk about that if you guys like, but I don't know.
Okay.
The Chiefs, obviously what happened last night helps the Chiefs quite a bit, so we still might be looking at the Arrowhead Invitational. So, and I don't know if there's going to be any quarterbacks left standing in the AFC after the season ends. It's just been brutal for everybody pretty much.
I guess because of that, and look, it looks like Trevor Lawrence's injury is not going to be season-ending, but does that just mean all the top teams in the AFC are the same? No one's better or no one's worse, right? Ravens, Chiefs, Jags, they're all just kind of in a mess together.
Yeah, I would probably lean Chiefs and Ravens being the two top dogs. Maybe the Dolphins, because they can just outscore people. But I definitely would lean Chiefs, then the Ravens, then probably the Dolphins and the Jags. Still think it's the Chiefs to lose. And, the 49ers lost 3 straight. It might have been the best thing that happened to them. So sometimes losing games isn't, especially in football, when you can get right, when there's not that many games and you got to really focus. So I think that loss sucks, but you get right back into it,
Yeah, do you feel that the Niners now, they are the best team in the league? You mentioned the 3-game skid. It's because, they had no Debo and no Christian McCaffrey, no Trent Williams. Now they're fully healthy, and we're seeing them once again look like I think they're the best team in football.
Yeah, I think probably the most impressive thing is they talked a lot, and they still did it, which you would never probably recommend anybody to talk as much as they did, because you can always get smacked in the mouth. But the Eagles are going to get another shot at them, most likely in the playoffs. So we'll really see what goes down then. The whole thing with the security guard and Dre Greenlaw, that was kind of weird. But yeah, now we know that guy by his by his nickname. Like, what a confusing. I had just gotten in from a walk when that had just happened, and I kept hearing Big Dom. Like, who is Big Dom? And, now I figured it out. So,
Vinny, who's your favorite security guard at Kaufman?
Favorite security guard? Well, we got two. One, our traveling security guard, Dave. He's awesome. And then Joe, he works in the stadium. He's great too. We've got a bunch of great people at the K, if I'm going to be completely honest. So Joe and Dave are the two that I always pay the most attention to. Joe's wife actually is a travel agent and helped me out for my honeymoon in a few weeks. So he's got a special place in my heart because of that.
God, that's big. Vinny, let's talk about your Jets. They're signing Brett Rippon.
Yes, let's do that.
They're signing Brett Rippon, according to Josina Anderson. That might be because it sounds like Zach Wilson doesn't want to play quarterback for your team anymore.
Vinny, do not overestimate someone's desire to play football, man.
Yeah, so that's a really good. Which we're going to talk about that. I know we're running out of time here soon, but all right, let's just go ahead and get into that.
Okay.
I mean,
so you responded. So tell people. So you responded to a tweet of mine last week. I tweeted out, and I know you obviously. I know you don't listen to our show all 4 hours. So I've been consistent.
You don't know. You don't know what I'm listening to.
I've been consistent on my feelings about Aaron Rodgers. Like, I'm not a big fan of his. I think he's extremely arrogant. Nobody loves Aaron Rodgers more than Aaron Rodgers, and I do think he's starved for attention, constantly making sure he is the center of attention. And this wasn't even just me. Even a former NFL player, Jeff Schwartz, tweeted something very similar to me yesterday or 2 days ago. And you responded and you said, we're going to talk about this on Tuesday. And you said that don't underestimate something like that, someone's desire to play football or love the game, right?
Yeah, so I have two opinions on it. One, he's obviously said some things that are very that divide some people, right?
Yes.
So you can go after him however you want when it comes to that. And I can't disagree because he's put himself in that position. Where I disagree is, and again, I don't know him, obviously, and if he wasn't on the Jets, I wouldn't even care. But the only thing that I did not like is, let's say he found some way to cure this Achilles thing, right? He found some way to do it, and it ends up helping a bunch of athletes here in the future. Then that's the way I'm looking at it. Okay. He can figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
And it ends up helping people with their recoveries in the future. Then I look at it as, well, he did a lot of people a service for that. Also, if he wants to play, he's getting paid a lot of money, and it kind of goes against the argument of Zach Wilson being like, oh yeah, no thanks, I'm good. So for me, it's just, if he wants to play, he has no reason to play. So if he finds a way to do it, I respect him all the more for it. That's all I was going on.
No, that's fair. I hear you, and certainly on the medical breakthrough side, especially for someone in your position, I totally understand why that would be a huge positive. No question. Not gonna disagree with that. My only thing is, I just don't think I think he knows he's not playing though, Vinny. Like, that's been my whole thing.
He's not playing either. And I would agree with that. If all of this is smoke and mirrors just to get his name out there, then everything you've said, I 100% agree with.
Vinny, I think you destroyed him in this argument. I'm going to give you the point.
All I'm saying is, like, he has no reason to come back. So if he is even really thinking about coming back, when he did go out and say, if I get hurt again, who cares? I can just rehab all offseason. Like, if I'm a teammate of that, and that's, like, true, then for me, it's like all the respect in the world to that guy for putting his body on the line for us. And if he wants to go rehab, because rehab sucks. Like, it sucks. So if he's willing to potentially go through that again just to play more football, all the respect in the world to him for that. The other stuff, go after him all you want.
Yeah, I think the other thing is just going back to like the attention part. He's obviously rehabbed, and we all know, right? You've been going through rehab process and all that, and whether it's you or Kyler Murray, or like, I don't hear these guys or you. I don't hear you guys constantly making sure everybody knows what you're doing every single day and making sure you're the center of attention every single day. And you're working your ass off rehabbing.
Well, I will say I do post videos of me hitting. And,
I've seen that recently.
That is mostly just to let people know that I am getting healthy, because I don't want to walk in the season with question marks. So that's more for
fair,
to let some people know that, hey, it's going well, and we're still here. So in that regard, I can't really talk about it because I do kind of the same thing. So yeah, from that regard, I'm just letting people know that I'm healthy. Things are going well. So I guess I'm kind of the same as him in that respect. But yeah.
Before we let you get out of here, Vinny, if you get any breaking news, will you promise to break it on this show?
Sure. If I get any sort of breaking news, do you want it to be personal news or team
Anything.
news? Or
Anything, just any kind of news.
To
We like this, even the smallest amount of breaking news on this show, you know?
All right, I'll let you know. Instead of telling you what the news is, though, I'll say, all right, I want the 10:15 slot tomorrow morning or the next day or whatever, and then I'll break it.
All right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Vinny. Appreciate it, man. We'll check in next week.
All right. Yeah.